And Champ Select.
There were a pair of smoking aces with the fastest.
Hello everyone, so welcome to the Noble Gaming Tournament. Today I'll be casting alongside This is Fresh, and we have a new cameraman. She's also a shoutcaster, she's Catrysa. So welcome everybody, welcome to my team. Hope everyone is ready for this tournament. My name is Archarom and let's start this thing. It's going to be Team 3 versus Team 10.
So you mean camera woman?
Touché.
It's alright, it's all good, it's all good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for letting me tag along in my horrible camera skills.
Okay, so bans are coming out, and we have Lucian, Rengar, Akali, Zac, Fiddlesticks, and we are still waiting for the last ban. We have Brown available, we have Thresh as well. We have so many important picks that need to be removed from the Summoner's Rift. But they are giving some highlights on not so common champions. And there we go. Brown was the last ban. That was a must, of course. But Akali, Fiddlesticks, and Zac, I don't know. So while we are waiting for the first pick, since they removed Lucian from the table, we have some priority AD carries that they can rely on. We have Kog'Maw, for example. We have Caitlyn, we have Tristana. Tristana has proven herself to be just an hyper carry late game throughout the last days, and it could be the first pick right here, or they can give priority to the jungle like Lee Sin, Elise, Evelyn. There's everything open so far. So blue team is making this one count. They're taking every single second on the clock to actually choose the first pick, and it's Blitz. It's Blitzcrank. It's the Tin Man.
Oh, poor Tin Man.
Poor Tin Man is so epic. But still, with this pickup on the support, you can go for a more hyper carry. AD carry, you can do that. Blitz is going to protect you nonetheless. You can just pull anyone out of the fight or silence or even knock up. With that knock up alongside with the Q, the blue team can bring a Yasuo to the mid lane, for instance. If they can bring alongside one knock up on the jungle or on the top lane, that could be the perfect setup for the Yasuo tactic. On the purple side, however, Morgana being picked alongside Vi, and this is really important, as they got Blitzcrank, purple team insta-lock Morgana, so they want that Black Shield to stop the rocket grab, and it's so powerful, it's almost a counter pick, because if you know where the grab is going to, you can just insta-Black Shield, because Black Shield is faster in terms of casting than the rocket grab, and you can deny it, so the bot lane can play it safely. They brought Tristana for the blue team, the hyper carry being picked, and now we can see maybe the mid lane with two knockups. You gotta think that Yasuo is a possibility.
So the purple team picked Morgana as a direct counter for Blitzcrank because her shield thing can keep Blitz's grab from getting them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, I think they did that. Oh my goodness, this is Yasuo pick. There's no way in hell they are not going to pick Yasuo. After the Mal fight alongside with Tristana, alongside with Blitz, it would be a complete waste if they didn't pick Yasuo. I mean, they can't do this to us. They just can't. They just can't. It would be a waste.
They control us.
Yeah, but it's a perfect composition. It's like the whole cake. You only need the cherry on top to make it perfect. They gotta do this. They gotta follow up with this pickup.
Cherries are good.
Yeah, so please bring the cherry. Give us the cherry. So on the purple side, Gragas and Jinx may be the pick right here, and it makes complete sense. Gragas on the top line can sustain against Malphite and can actually beat him if he goes for Rod of Ages or Iceborne Gauntlets, and Caitlyn could be the pick as an AD carry, and it makes perfect sense. I would prefer the Vayne since they got Morgana, and Morgana is a counter pick for Blitz, but still, Caitlyn is so safe, and you can just farm throughout the game. Her early game is completely absurd, as well as Tristana. Tristana early game is really powerful, but I prefer Caitlyn's early game. At the late game, if Caitlyn gets the farm she needs, she's going to apply the same pressure, the same pressure as Tristana, but Tristana will always outpower Caitlyn in the late game. So I don't believe this. I just can't. The blue team is not going to pick Yasuo. They are going to bring two more knockups, Orianna and Shyvana, and that Shyvana could be a Yasuo if they wanted. It would be so perfect. It would be the perfect composition, and they are
User
not.
joined
They
your
are
channel.
going to do this. They're actually going to do this. They are not going to pick Yasuo. No, I think they are trolling
User left
themselves.
your channel.
This is self-troll. This is another level of trolling.
Trolling to the 10th level, ladies and gentlemen. The self-troll right here.
Oh my goodness. So picking Orianna, I'm still amazed and shocked at the same time. Orianna alongside with Shyvana, so every single member of the blue team has a knockup. And Yasuo,
Let's hope purple team brings protection. We don't want any of them to get too knocked up.
no, they're going to be so knocked up. They have no way of escape. Every single person on the blue team is going to knock somebody else. And for instance, if Vi goes in with Assault in Battery, Tristana can just push her away. Shyvana can do the same, Orianna can do the same, even every single one can stop Vi, for instance. Unless Morgana wastes the Black Shield on her, and after Morgana uses the Black Shield on the one that's going to engage, they can always go to the backline of the purple team and make them pay for it. They can focus on Caitlyn. So this is going to be a perfect bait. If Vi wants to engage and the blue team allows her, and the Black Shield is popped onto Vi, the blue team can make the purple team pay for this, because Caitlyn is going to be unsecured, and Nidalee as well. And okay, I'm completely shocked at this situation, because Nidalee has been picked to the mid lane.
So that's it. All of the champions for blue team and purple team have been locked in, so we're about to approach our 3-minute delay. Archarom, based off of what you see and the self-troll picks that you that you have called, who's gonna take the win tonight?
I believe the minions are going to win, because
The minions.
you brought a Nidalee into the mid lane. She's not by far the old Nidalee. Nidalee in the previous patches, before the rework, she could make you pay with those spears. She could stop a siege combo, a combo, yes, or she could do the siege herself. But now the damage by the spears are so low. Yeah, in the early game you are going to watch one spear connect and you are going to go crazy like, oh, the damage! But the 30-minute mark, that damage is going to be nullified. So either she goes like ADAP and an hybrid build, and she can do something in the middle of the team fight, because now Nidalee is really strong as a cougar, not as a human form. So if she goes hybrid, I believe there's something to explore right there. But if she's going full AP, I don't see where the purple team can make this happen. And the blue team has a wombo combo. This is going to be perfect, because Malphite is going to enter, 5-man knockup. Orianna, Shockwave, 5-man Shockwave. Shyvana, Dragon Descent on 5 persons. And every single ultimate, if applied correctly at the perfect time, they can keep the purple team knocked up for 5 seconds. Every single one of them, 5 seconds on the air, and when you come down, you're going to be dead. If the blue team can apply the wombo combo, the purple team has nowhere to fight. So I don't think the purple team wants team fight. I don't. They can't be thinking straight if they actually want some team fight. So if the purple team can just split push with Gragas or Nidalee and force the blue team to separate themselves, I believe the purple team has a big option in the winning factor. But if the blue team can force a team fight and they can apply the wombo combo perfectly, one shot after another, The purple team are going to be annihilated. And they got the Yasuo.
You miss your Yasuo. That's what's happening here.
So much.
You wanted your swordsman. So you kept talking back and forth. The blue team with all their knockups, if they can apply all those ultimates correctly, purple team has no answers. They're going to get shut down. But if the purple team can steamroll and push this one lane really hard, get Gragas up to where he needs to be, they're going to take it. In the 30 seconds we have left before we go to the loading screen, who's going to take it, blue or purple? Go.
You want me to give the opinion?
Yes.
Oh, as a shoutcaster, I don't know if I'm
allowed. Who do you think?
I'm not going to say that the blue team will take this. I'm not going to say that, but they are.
Okay, you know what? I'll go out of my way, and I'm going to say that blue team's gonna win because that's my daughter's favorite color.
Blue?
Blue. My daughter's favorite color is blue, so blue team's gonna win.
So that's an opinion with base and facts, and your theory. So I gotta be honest, I agree with you. When you bring that factor in, I can just argue with that.
Yeah, you never argue with the 6-year-old.
Never.
Her daughter is just clearly psychic, and she just changes her favorite color depending on who's gonna win.
Oh.
Let's take a quick moment to look and do the skin wars real quick. We've got blue team sporting 3 skins and purple team sporting, 3. Gragas just jumped in. He hadn't been connected yet, so it's 3-on-3. It's a tie in terms of number of skins, so it goes to...
But the Tristana is a rare skin.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah, that's a legendary skin.
Yeah.
Ooh, so then it has to go to blue for the legendary.
Yeah, that's a beautiful skin. That's really old.
I found out yesterday that she actually does shoot cannonballs, but the water is just an effect. I always thought it was just water that was coming out of it. And then I actually looked closer when I was leaning against it, and she was actually
like cannonballs with water around
yeah,
it.
like I actually found out she was shooting cannonballs.
I gotta be honest, that's one of my favorite skins because it's so old and so perfect. For instance, the Twisted Fate build is also the Twisted Fate Pax is so rare as well. I believe its value it's around $1,000 if I'm not mistaken. That skin alone.
It's pretty expensive.
It's really expensive. The packs, not severe, but Jax is also rare. The Championship Riven is around $200. So there are some interesting skins. Yeah, you gotta give the victory to those skins. I actually got some of those skins because some people offered them a while back, and I didn't knew about that. I recently found out how much a skin is valuable. And damn, those guys are crazy.
When LOL Skin Shop was still active, they were selling kale. They had a kale skin, the skin that everyone got for participating in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
The kale skin was going out for $1,000. That was a free skin too.
I got that one.
Yeah, that was a free skin when you played in season 1, and it was going for $1,000.
Okay, bear with me, guys. My system has decided to freeze, so if we go into the game, I'm not going to be able to switch it over just yet. As soon as I can get my system responsive again, I'll get the camera angle switched over.
No problem. We jumped in the game.
Can they hear us?
As soon as you told us that, we jumped in the game.
I hope so.
Coherent or whoever's in that chat room, if you could please type if you can hear us in the next couple minutes, that'd be great.
Swapping up the volumes.
So I see what you mean.
There we go, got it all fixed.
Yeah, I see what you mean, how the blue team trolled itself by not picking Yasuo. I'm just looking at this comp, and I'm just imagining, like, Yasuo would be such a good pick. Yeah,
And the fat man
statistic
is
is
going
gonna
to
fall.
get served. He's going to body slam.
Oh, the
but the perfect
flash!
flash over the wall for the red
don't-
camp.
I don't think the rest of the blue team was watching because he only got down to half health, and there was no CC. So
I mean,
I'm a bit
Blitz didn't
surprised.
even use the rocket grab.
Yeah, Blitz. He had a rocket grab. Tristana, she had explosive shot. Yeah, see, like I think that's the problem right there. She started her explosive shot. If she had started
He
her
was not
W,
there.
yeah.
He was not even there. She didn't follow the
Malphite.
team.
I think the best is Malphite starting brutal strikes. I think that's the best play of all right now.
Now, if he brought the Q, the seismic shards, he couldn't wave clear the jungle fast enough, so he was
he
going
could've
to
brought-
get served.
He could have brought E.
Yeah, the ground slam, but still, Malphite is so slow in the jungle, and this is almost a counter pick for itself, because you can't clear the jungle really fast with Malphite. I'm really sorry to tell you this, but is not going to be able to clear the jungle as fast as Vi. I believe Vi is going to get a second buff with 20 seconds ahead of Malphite. As you can see, he had help by Blitz for more 5 seconds than Vi, and Vi cleared first.
I mean, like Malphite just finished his red buff, and Vi is already starting on that wolf camp. So we can just see how fast Vi is clearing compared to Malphite. They both did choose to go stick on the bottom side of the jungle. So by the time Vi finishes red buff, we can hope. We can just imagine that Malphite will be around halfway done blue buff. Vi will probably head down to top or mid for a gank, and Malphite won't be able to help either of those lanes because he's stuck taking that buff.
Got some action
So-
down in bottom lane.
And we got some action, but Blitz still has the passive. Well, he didn't have the passive. he didn't have the passive, so that was really close. Still, he hang on to that summoner spell, the flash, and the ignite as well. He didn't pop up recklessly, and that was just because the purple team got level 2 before the blue team. And when you got that advantage with an aggressive bot line like Morgana is really aggressive in the bot line. I really love Morgana in the bot lane because you can play it safely, but you can play it so aggressively, and she did it in an aggressive way.
Caitlyn though really caught out. Blitzcrank missing the grab onto the Morgana. The black shield is used just in case. Actually, what I found really interesting is Blitzcrank decided to start Sapphire Crystal instead of a support item. So we can assume that he's gonna be building tier Vi though. Taking
Ivana,
that game.
however, getting caught on the top lane. The red buff is applying the slow, but it's not enough. Vi doesn't have the power to connect. And another thing we did not talk about it, but we need to talk about it because Malphite tried to do the blue buff, and he couldn't.
He had to go back.
He had to go back, so we lost so much time on that jungle, and this is so important. Not only because he's going to be slower in the ganking potential, he needs to get to level 6 before Vi, and he's not going to get it. So before he can actually gank someone, he needs that unstoppable force, and it's not going to be soon. Another thing is, Orianna is going to be kept away from the blue buff because that blue buff is going to spawn really late. You just saw him clearing the blue buff at around 4.45 when Vi cleared the Nidalee blue buff at 2 minutes point 5. So Orianna is going to stay 2 minutes without the blue buff while Nidalee is going to spam.
So actually, with the Vi ganking the top lane, if Vi had saved her Vault Breaker instead of using it to engage onto the Shyvana, that would have resulted in a kill on the Shyvana because since they used essentially all of their CC just to engage, Shyvana could have just easily flashed away. And Vi in that mid lane using that Vault Breaker really early doesn't catch out the Orianna. The ball command dissonance putting a lot of damage onto Nidalee. Malphite is there to attempt to counter gank. He's just gonna clear the ward.
Yeah, there's no way he can fight on the bot lane. The hook is going to grab Morgana, but Morgana is going to turn this around on towards Tristana. And even though Tristana hits a cupcake, it's not enough to get the kill, but
That-
Tristana
It's
is
a
going to get the
cupcake.
blow.
It's
a cupcake.
her Tristana's jump is really bugged. Like we saw, she was still trapped and she still was able to jump away.
Because it was mid-air, for instance, if the cupcake is in the middle of the jump, between the X point and Y point, and if she eats the cupcake in the mid-air, you are in the air eating a cupcake.
No,
So
but
it's a
like
really difference.
but like
Mechanic.
Caitlyn put the trap right on top of Tristana because Tristana was snared by Morgana. The cupcake procced instantly, but she was still able to jump away.
It's some mechanics that League of Legends have, and you got to get used to it. You got to play it by the rules, even though some rules are weird. Let's call
Yeah.
it weird. You gotta get used to it and use it into your advantage or disadvantage.
Catrysa, a lot of people in the chat are saying item board. Is your thing not showing? Press
It's
H.
H. Okay, I pushed H and everything came back except for the item board at the bottom, and I was trying to figure out how to get it to show up, and
Press A.
A is battle screen.
okay, that looks weird.
Press O.
There it is.
Yep.
Thank you, couldn't figure out how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do some
On the
crazy
top
momentum
lane,
for a little bit.
some aggression being traded. And did you get it, by the way?
Yes, I think so.
Good job. You need a cupcake.
Yes, chocolate please.
On the top line, Shyvana can actually trade against Gragas. She built the double Doran's blade to try and pressure against the Fat Man, and the sustain that Gragas has is impossible. It's literally impossible, and now Blitz getting caught, and this is the first blood, and the Black Shield is going to prevent any further attempt by Tristana. Meanwhile, Vi is going to be caught by the rock. I don't know who caught who, but now Tristana is going to help in this situation. The Q by Vi is going to let her go away, and if the Dark Binding, Tristana is
That was
so
a very
dead.
nice dark binding. The
But
ultimate
still.
probably didn't need to be used.
Oh, the shockwave is going to cut 3 members, and Morgana is so low. You can see the Kitty Cat is going to assist on this situation. Haste in the hole, and the Ignite is going to burn Orianna away. Even though Orianna is a robot, but she's going to be burned. I don't even know. Wildfight is going to flash over the pounds.
Morgana, though, she didn't react whatsoever to that. She didn't even attempt to dodge the grab or bind Malphite. She was essentially dead because she was so far into the enemy.
Ooh,
Enemy
Unstoppable
territory.
Force on the face of Vi. You can see Shyvana, the Dragon Bard, is coming to assist in this situation. And the Kitty Cat is trying to kill the Rock, and she got a kill, but still. 1-for-1 in this situation. The important fact is they can't rotate with this victory to the Dragon. They can't make the Dragon. Oh, the flash in the hook, and Caitlyn is so dead. The Tin Man, the I-Tin Man, make it worth now in this situation, because if that kill didn't happen, it was not worth for the blue team because Gragas is pushing on the top lane. But
So
still, with this one, it's worth.
Today we learned Cat does not beat Rock.
What?
You said Nilly died to Malphite. Cat does not beat Rock.
No, Rock beats Cat.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, I believe
Same
that's
thing.
a normal thing. If you throw a rock into the face of a cat, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe the cat gets angrier and just bites you.
Well, it depends on the size of the rock, and it depends on the size of the cat.
I suppose so.
Okay, real quick, Des, I need some help. I can't get the directed camera to change on its
What do-
own.
Just press D. And don't move your mouse around.
Okay, I'm gonna hope that this works, because right now the camera angle's sitting really ugly and weird, and I've been trying to keep up with the action, but...
Just press D and just let it go. It'll move by itself.
Well, that's how it was set at the start of the game, and it hasn't been doing it. So
Well,
I've been having to do it manually.
It hasn't moved at all.
No.
All right.
Like, all the movement that you've been seeing, that's been me trying to track the action.
Oh, I get it. I get
And
it.
it's
On the bottom
cool.
line, I
It's just-
don't know if you're watching this, but everyone is dying. Well, all is trying to solve this one. If you watch beneath the camera mode where it says direct camera, on the right side you have like a mini camera. Is it blue?
yes,
Then it should be moving by itself.
it's
That's actually.
not.
I'm gonna open the stream and see what you're seeing.
Okay.
Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to cast this away while Fresh is going to try and help you in this situation. A lot of kills happen while we were doing this, and in the mid lane, Orianna did a perfect shockwave. And even though it seems like Nidalee is applying some pressure and winning the lane, she is not by far, because Orianna is going to be pushed around, yes, that's true, but still, Orianna has a lot more farm. Meanwhile, Malphite is going to be caught in this situation using the unstoppable force against Morgana. I was thinking you could escape that one with unstoppable force. You could just pop it and run away, not in the offensive way. Because now with the jungler deads, they can proceed to rotate onto this dragon, and it's really hard for the blue team to actually contest this one. Blitz is going to drop another ward and maybe try to apply the rocket grab. If the purple team doesn't bring the dragon a little bit further, and they got it away. And this is an easy objective, so bringing a kill on towards the objective, it's how you win games. You make rotations, you get picks, and then you take objectives. That's the way to win League of Legends. You don't win anymore like in the Season 1 and Season 2 where you got so farmed and you carried the game alone. This is not Season 2, that's why CLG is not so far ahead in terms of the table. But still, you gotta play as a team and you gotta make the rotations happen. Otherwise, Double Lift would carry everyone. I'm just throwing spice at people's eyes.
Yeah. Catrysa, can you move the NBG and area defect logo? I need to see what your camera mode looks like.
The mid lane, Nidalee buying that Lich Brain, and this way Nidalee can apply some pressure on towards Orianna, and this means that Nidalee is going to buy and build some kind of item build that allows her to go into the midst of battle. So as long as Nidalee can build tanky and can go into cougar form into the middle of the blue team, Nidalee is going to be a viable pick. If she's going for the poke, Nidalee, well, she's going to be bursted and the kitty cat can't do anything. Meanwhile, the AD carries... Well, the AD carry, Caitlyn, just bought an Infinity Edge. You can see the advantage over Tristana on 76 minions to 111, and now Blitz is going to furl the court. You can see Malphite taking loads of damage. Unstoppable force. Morgan is so dead. The heal has been there alongside with the slow, but the rocket jump and alongside the burster shot is going to leave Caitlyn so low. The rocket grab is so close to being popped up. Caitlyn is brought back. Malphite is dead. You can see now the ultimate by Vi, the Q and the punch. This is going to be 3 for the support only. And with this intervention by Vi and Nidalee, the purple team just take a huge advantage in this situation. Meanwhile, Orianna is pushing the mid lane, and the purple team are going to pause this game.
Okay, so this is good. Okay, I have a question. Why is your cursor not the gloved hand? Why? Oh, it is now. So it should be working now.
I don't know, because I have it on full screen because that's the only way I can see the camera mode thing, trying to get the toggle direct camera to work. And then once I think that it's working, I was going to switch it to windowed mode so that I could keep track of everything else. So, because every time I'll tab out, it'll freeze the game.
Yeah. Okay. Go
working.
rewind to like 5 minutes and then turn on directed camera and see if it moves now.
I can't do anything because it's paused.
No, you can rewind to 5 minutes. Like you just like the time bar, just click on it and go to 5 minutes.
Oh.
And now is the camera moving by itself now?
No, it's not. It does that countdown thing, 3, 2, 1, and then it just sits there.
Yeah, while the game is paused, I don't think you can do much about it. And they are going to resume nonetheless, so you can test it now. Is it working?
I don't think so.
You press
Check
D
it.
and nothing happens. The camera doesn't go to any champion at all.
Nothing.
Let me watch it as well and see what's happening.
It's actually really interesting. Well, Archarom does that. I will take over him. We have 3 people in the middle lane pushing down. Malphite's farming of the wolves. Orianna does respond to that push. She's going to be there to attempt to stop the purple team from pushing down that middle tower, but it's going to fall with the lack of response from the blue team. She does put out a bit of good damage onto the Vi, but Caitlyn's just going to pound down onto that tower, and it's going to fall, giving purple team a lot of gold.
I believe you need to reconnect in order to actually make it work. So while we are doing this, it's not moving at all. It's not moving at all. I just watch you press the direct camera.
Alright, so then Catrysa can, I guess you can reconnect them, and then we'll just continue casting. You don't have to...
Like a radio version.
Yeah. Alright, guys. This is a new era of shoutcasting.
Let's go. On the top line, the Dragonborn is going to try and chase the Fat Man. The Fat Man turns this around with the giant cask, bringing alcohol into the face of Shyvana, and Shyvana is forced to go away.
Like we
Vi
saw.
may want to apply some pressure on the top lane. The Kitty Cat is also trying to make this rotation happen while she passes away. The Dragonborn is going to be close by Vi punch, and you can see the Lich Brain. Well, you can't see, but the Lich Time just did a tremendous amount of damage. Vi is going to pursue this. Malphite has appeared, and the Rock is unstoppable. She's using the unstoppable force onto the face of the purple team, and they need to disengage from this situation. The Tin Man is going to apply some pressure on the top lane, while on the bot lane, Caitlyn is going to take a kill on Tristana. 1v1, man versus man, well, woman versus woman, and he's going to take this one. Meanwhile, Nidalee is going to flash away from the Tin Man and from the Rocket Man. Rocket Man! And now the blue team can actually take the top lane because the purple team are so low.
So I remember you guys were talking about in the champion select how Caitlyn is just gonna be so strong in the later game compared to Tristana. Well, if we look right now, actually no, forget about that. Orianna getting caught up by the Gragas, she's gonna fall, just slamming that barrel onto Orianna's face as he's just yelling, "Take a drink." But like you were talking about, hey, Caitlyn's just gonna be so strong. Along with Tristana. Well, Tristana, she doesn't even have her Infinity Edge finished yet. And Caitlyn's already working on what I'm gonna assume to be a Phantom Dancer. That also could be a Static Shiv. We'll have to see what happens.
But this is going to be a Phantom Dancer because she has such a big advantage over Tristana, and when you have such a big advantage, you need to buy the Phantom Dancer instead of the Static Shiv. And since she has 3 kills over Tristana alongside 5 assists, alongside more 4 TCS, she's ahead by, holy goodness.
I mean, you also have to consider that
3,000 gold.
Wait, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's whoa. Okay,
wow.
3,000 gold ahead of Tristana. This means something simple. Tristana lags so much in the mid game. So much. And Caitlyn is strong in the early, in the mid, in the late game. Her mid lane is not that powerful, but it's more powerful than Tristana mid game. And since Caitlyn is so far ahead, the purple team have this game on the bag. They only need to apply pressure on separate lanes. They can't take team fights. They can't just rotate as a 5-member push and take some turrets. This will allow the blue team to make some wombo combo moves. So while they are split pushing, like Caitlyn on the top and Gragas on the top lane and 3 members in the mid lane applying pressure, the purple team have this game on the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got the technical difficulty sorted out, so the stream is visual once again.
Another cookie for you.
Yay! Yum, yum, yum.
Don't you mean cupcake?
Cupcake.
Everything.
Whatever. Baked good. Baked good.
No, not that baked.
Okay. So yeah, you're right. She does finish that into a Phantom Dancer. Morgana, I'm working on a Zanya, so she just wants to get into the middle of those fights, use a pop her ultimate, and then use Zanya's to just survive the duration of her ultimate. She can get a nice stun on multiple people. We have 3 members of that bottom lane just trying to take that tier tower, and they're gonna
And see-
sacrifice the inner tower for it.
This this is just what I was talking about previously. If the blue team tries to make something happen, the purple team just need to split push. Oriana was caught, and Vi is going to engage on this situation. The damage by the Infinity Edge, alongside with a headshot, is enough. The Gragas is going to take the top turret. You can see the Dragon is sharing in the mid lane. They can make the one more combo. The purple team can't be caught in this situation. Caitlyn is just doing a perfect job as unstoppable force. Is going to stop this, and the whole is so much trouble. Vi is going to sacrifice herself. The Dark Binding connects. The rocket grabs just misses by an inch, and the purple team need to disengage this situation. The barrel is going to be thrown, a lot of alcohol being split right there. No one is going to take that alcohol. Such a shame in that situation. And the blue team couldn't engage with the full wombo combo, just using one after one after one. It's going to be enough. And the
Caitlyn
purple team
was-
can take. Yes?
Caitlyn was so caught out right there. She chose to channel her ultimate in the middle of the lane, and Malphite was just able to walk up to her and use her unstoppable force on her. And if Oriana reacted fast enough, Caitlyn would have died because Oriana had her ultimate up. Oh, wait a minute. Oriana did die.
Oh! This is gonna hurt for the blue team. The shockwave hit nothing.
You know, we always see those shockwaves. We actually see a lot of those miss whenever we watch LCS or
Yeah.
OGN, and then you see the casters commenting like, Caitlyn taking so low. That black shield saved her right there.
I think she's dead, but no one told her.
But like we always see the casters in OGN or LCS say like, it's so easy, it's so hard for these mid laners to miss the shockwave, but like it happens all the time.
Yes. Because it's predictable. Again, this is not season 2. In the season 2, you actually saw so much by Ocelot and Froggen and Xpeke. The shockwave was unstoppable, but since the pro players and now even the beginners and amateur players know how the shockwave made, so you have a casting time on that shockwave. You got the time to disengage from that, and Oriana's want to make that epic play happen. Every single Oriana wants a 5-man shockwave, and sometimes you got to take into account that 2-man shockwave is not that bad. Well, it's better than none shockwave, man.
Yeah,
So
of
if
course.
you can get 1 person or 2 persons, if those persons are the carries, that's a perfect shockwave.
It's a
It
great
doesn't need to
shockwave.
be a 5-man.
And Oriana's damage is so high. She doesn't have to worry about like not hitting everyone. As long as she can hit those key targets. In this game, it would be the Caitlyn and the Nidalee. But if she can hit those key targets, Malphite can engage upon that, and Shyvana can also combo with the Malphite, and those 2 targets, they'll essentially be dead, and then they can steamroll. But since Oriana is so far behind, that shockwave is not going to do a lot of damage. As it is, the shockwave, it only does about 350 damage right now.
Oh,
Like, see,
now
yeah, like,
this is
that
a
shockwave.
but no one could follow that up.
The shockwave
It's
dissonance, that only took them, took the Caitlyn, Nidalee, and Morgana to half health. If she was fed, she would have instantly picked up 2 to 3 kills right there.
But just imagine this: if that shockwave was followed up by Malphite along with Shyvana,
Oh, instant death.
instant. So the purple team may be in danger if they if they persist in this situation of, well, let's push. We have the advantage. We can 5v5. They can be in a tremendous amount of damage, and Shyvana is going down. The body slam is going to stop the Dragon Shed. Command Protect is going to stop this situation, and now Gragas is going to drink alcohol in the base. Now Caitlyn is the one being followed instead of following up, and even the sheriff needs to run away from the outlaws.
I shot the sheriff.
Oh, okay. I was shocked by that.
I was like wondering, like, wait, who is this?
And Caitlyn is playing so aggressive. She has the advantage, but still, she needs to be careful if
like,
there's 5 members.
Even an AD carry with an advantage can get
Oh,
instantly popped.
the unstoppable force just failed. Morgan is going to be chased away. The dissonance is right there. Can they follow this up? The shockwave is going to pull 2 members, and the wombo combo is right there. 1 member was down. Zonya is being connected. Morgan is a brilliant, shiny piece of art, but still. Oh, Blitz is going down.
Clearly, he's the stoppable force.
That unstoppable force was the cause that the purple team lost 2 members.
If
Simply.
he should have held on to it just a bit longer, because Orianna was already flanking, and you're right. If he had saved the unstoppable force, Orianna and Blitzcrank didn't have to die, because
Yeah.
Orianna had a very good 2-wall-man ultimate onto the Caitlyn and Morgana, and he could have comboed that with them, and Morgana wouldn't have had time to Zonya's or ultimate. She would have had to choose in between the two.
But the purple team keep making the same mistake over and over again. They are trying to force objectives they can't take freely. Every single objective they are trying to take, they will play it with a life, with a loss, with a death. And
See, it
it's
was
dangerous.
It was 3 kills to 12 about 5 minutes ago. Now it's 7 to 15. Blue team is getting back into this game. They're still 10,000 gold down, and at 26 minutes, you don't want to hear that. But the way these fights are going in favor of the blue team, they're just getting these really good picks on the purple team. The way, if they continue fighting like this, blue team has a really high chance of winning.
It's really about focusing on objectives. Well, we are so far behind. Okay, we are far behind. We are going to stick it. We are going to wait for the inhibitors fight, because when you try to force an inhibitor against a wombo combo team, it's so dangerous.
Like, they're
to
gonna
do
have
that
to.
one.
There's
Oh, again,
another unstoppable force. The thing is, they have to wait. When they go for the inhibitor, they have to funnel into the base because of the walls, and when they're moving into the base, that is the most opportune time to engage upon them, because they're closer together than any other point.
Ooh, Tristan is going to be nullified. The spear is going to connect, and Vi is going to flash and take the kill. Morgana is now the next in line. Orianna is going to take the haste in the hole, and Morgana is still alive. Will it be enough? No! The rocket grab is going to pull her away, but Caitlyn is just dishing out so much damage. You can see every single bullet in the chamber hitting the blue team. This is a quadra kill. This is a haste. This is a game for the purple team, and it's amazing. When you lost the wombo combo, when you can't follow the wombo combo is not there, and you can't make anything happen.
What we saw right there was actually really poor communication by the blue team, and not correct focus. The rest of it, we saw Malphite, once he disengaged off of the Vi, he went straight for the Morgana instead of the Caitlyn and disrupting the ultimate to save Orianna.
Yeah, when you got a Malphite and you see a Fed AD carry, all you need to do is just unstoppable force the AD carry, pop up the ground slam, which is going to reduce a lot of attack speed on that AD carry, so you buy yourself some time. Okay, the AD carry is farmed. The AD carry won't be able to attack as much as she could before. So we got that window of time to apply some pressure with the rest of the wombo combo. When you lose the wombo combo instantly, well, you're pretty much screwed.
What actually a lot of people don't know, and it actually surprised a lot of people, is when Malphite uses his E on you, your attack speed is reduced. So if he E's the Caitlyn, Caitlyn's attack speed would have gone down.
By a lot. By a lot. But, well, the purple team deserved this win. We can't say they didn't. They played this perfectly. Well, they did a lot of weird scenarios where they are trying to push 5v5 versus a wombo combo. But, well, they deserve the win nonetheless. And with the situation, they are going ahead in terms of the tournaments. And we are going to wait for the next game.